This is the second in our series of short videos about GTS Plus and some tips and tricks around using it. This one's all about data lists. So let's get logged in so we can bring up a data list. We sped this process up a little bit this time because you should be getting a little bit more familiar with how to log in. Remember to use your username and password so you log in to GTS Plus as you. From there, we're going to connect to the vehicle. The vehicle connection wizard finds the vehicle very quickly, and then from there, once we hit the little connection arrow down behind me here, we'll essentially be able to connect to that vehicle. From there, we're going to get to our main page. Now, for our main page, last time we used our health check function. This time, we're going to use our system select button. So when I click on that, it's going to give me all my available systems that I have to choose from. For this particular video, we're actually going to use the engine computer data list. We could have used any of the others that were in here, but we're just using the engine for now. So when we click on it, you'll notice that the ECU defaults to showing you the the DTC list first. We don't want that. We want the data list. So we're going to have to go up and click on the next tab over to get data list. The default value for the data list of any ECU when you enter it is located down here at the bottom. In this case, this is the primary data list. That might not have everything we need. So using this little pop-up window, what we can do is we can go through to the top here and select all data. All data is going to give us all the parameters available by that ECU. Once we have that up, we're going to see if we can dive in here and do a little juggling with some of these parameters to see if we can make some more sense out of them. So let me go to the live vehicle right here. So what I have is a live engine data list, and we're going to take a look at our little sort functions down here at the bottom. On TechStream, there used to be an all data sort A to Z, which would put them in alphabetical order. That's still here, but it just has a different name. In this particular case, it's sort by name. So if I click on it, it will alphabetize all the names of the parameters from A to Z. If you like to do things backwards, some people do, what you do is you click it a second time and it now will sort them from Z to A. Yeah, it all depends on which way you want to look at it. We can also do a sort by unit. So if you don't really know what the name is, but you know it's a sensor with RPM or temperature, we can actually go in and do a sort by unit down here. So let's take a look at that real quick. If I click on sort by unit and then scroll through here, what it'll do is it'll group together like units for each one of the parameters that are available. So let me find a good one in here. So you'll notice everything in this section is under percentage. So if I know I'm looking for a percentage of throttle opening, I know I'm probably going to find that parameter in there. If I'm looking for a temperature sensor, if I scroll a little bit further down, you'll notice that all of my temperature sensors are located in one area. So again, a great way to sort the values. To put them back the way they were, there's a sort to default button right here. If I go ahead and click that, that's going to put them all back into their default location. Now there's one other sort function we're going to look at, and it has to do with sort by selection. Now what the heck does that mean? It means that if you do a text search or a manual search by clicking on an item, I'm going to use the text search for this one, it will put them into an area for you. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to use engine, and I'm going to hit enter to search for it. Now if I scroll through my data list here, you'll notice that any of the parameters that have the word engine in it have now been highlighted blue, but they're scattered throughout the data list, and there's a whole bunch of them, and they're everywhere. So if I scroll all the way to the top, let me show you our trick for data lists. If you now hit the sort by selection button, watch what it does to all of those blue boxes. It brings them all to the top, which is going to make it easier for you. Instead of having to search through a mile-long data list, you can simply find the one that you're looking for right off the top. How do I get rid of all those little highlighted boxes? Well, you could click them one by one, which would make them all go away, but that's pretty time-consuming. So there's an easier way to do it. Down here towards the bottom of our text search box, there's a little X underneath it. If we go ahead and click the X, it'll actually turn all of those off. And if we wanted to put it back into our sort by default, we can do that as well. So those are some quick tips and tricks on how to navigate your way through the data list in GTS Plus. Come back for the next video. In the next video, we are going to be talking about custom data lists, how to create them, how to edit them, and also how to save them. Because that is one idiosyncrasy of GTS Plus is it doesn't save them for you. So come on back and learn how to do that, and we'll see you next time.